Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Welcome to Tattletales. It is nice to have you with us today. Thank you for tuning in. We have a kind of a quiet group with us this afternoon. I can see that. Hey, where are you all from? UCLA. Now, we'll try to contain everyone for just a moment because they're going to meet the people that are going to win the money. By the way, if you have a college or a group that you'd like to bring down and win some money for, please be our guest and come down and do that because we guarantee you, you'll win something. It may be little, maybe big, who knows, but come, will you? Here they are, winning money today for the blue section. Star of the good times.
All right.
Right? Bern Nadette Stanis and her husband, Tom Fauntleroy. Yes.
You made it.
How are you, my dears?
Fine.
Okay, Bert.
Didn't I do that well? See, I didn't get it confused
Very
or anything.
well this time.
You both look super, and there you are dressed in blue font, and it looks terrific. I should explain, I guess, to our audience that Tom prefers to be called Font instead of Fauntleroy, and I can understand that. Can't you?
It gets cute when they mispronounce my name.
And you must be a good fighter or a fast runner, I believe, is the old, or both is the old line. How are things going on the good times, Bernadette?
Very well, thank you.
Yeah, dynamite is
Dynamite,
probably what we
right.
ought to say. It's nice to have you with us today. Also nice to have today winning money for the banana section. He's run a few races in his life. Willie Shoemaker and his wife, Bab. You know, it's really fun for me because I was a jock once upon a time, and I guess...
That's a different kind of a horse.
Oh, cut that out. Now cut that out. I think a jock has become the word used for an athlete. I think that's perfectly acceptable. And I was a baseball player, and I know Tom was a big sports fan. I assume you are too, aren't you, Fawn?
That's right.
And it really is a thrill, I know, for everybody in show business to meet really a tremendous sports idol like Willie in person. It really is for me, and it's wonderful. So, I haven't let you say anything, but you are wearing the yellow silks today, sir, and we welcome you. And Babs, the banana section is lucky to have you as well. Let me tell you that, folks. Can you hear me back there, Donna?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Yeah, I can hear
you.
you.
Look lovely, I
Thank
must
you.
say that.
Thank
Now,
you.
winning money today for the red section from the Happy Days. Is that right? I got it right. An old friend, and it's good to have him with us, too. Mr. Tom Bosley and his lovely wife, Jeannie. I hope you at home will forgive my confusion because the good times and the happy days, and both of them on the same show at the same time, they are on the air opposite each other on two opposing networks at the same time, so you can understand my confusion. Tom, how are things going on your show?
Everything is going fine, Bert.
Yes.
Just great.
Yeah, it's a...
Fonzie told me to say that.
He did, eh? It's a super show. Jeannie, how are you, darling?
Just fine, Bert.
You live in California now, you people, huh?
Yeah.
How long have you been out in California?
About 10 years now.
I didn't realize it was that long. Well,
How can we
see how
be
time
living
flies when you're having a good time. Here we go, ladies. First question worth $150. 10 years. The two of you are on an automobile trip, and you're about to stop for the night. Two elegant motels are side by side, and their rates are identical. One is quiet and conservative. The other is one of the new adult motels with mirrored ceilings, water beds, and sexy movies in your room. Steady, gang, steady. At which one would you stay? Now, there is a good point in here. Think about it a moment. The two of you are on an automobile trip, and you're about to stop for the night. Two elegant motels are side by side, and their rates are identical. One is quiet and conservative. The other is one of the new adult motels with mirrored ceilings and water beds and sexy movies in your room. At which one would you stay? Think it over, girls. We'll come back in a moment. Off they go, and we'll start with you, Font. What will Bernadette say?
Well, Bert, if we were traveling, we'd be tired, granted.
Aha.
However...
Not that tired, eh?
I don't think that we would really be tired to the point where we'd want to relax in a dead atmosphere.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say dead. I
well,
just said...
I'm just paraphrasing. But at any rate, I think that we would prefer to stay at the second hotel.
Yeah, the adult motel with the water beds and the groovy one is what you mean. Okay.
At least that's what I think Bern will say.
They think that's what you say? Here she comes now. Let's see what she says. Bernadette, which one of those motels will you pick? Now, you're on an automobile trip, and you're about to stop for the night. Both elegant, both the same price. One has the mirrored ceilings and the water beds and so forth, and one is quiet and conservative. Which will it be?
The mirrored ceilings.
That's it. You got it.
Way to go.
Yes, I think it's interesting out of all those adjectives, she picked the mirrored ceilings, isn't that?
Well, that's why she's on good times.
That's why she's on good times, you're right. Okay, thank you, Bernadette. You have it. Willie, what will Babs say?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. My wife loves water beds and mirrored ceilings.
Really? Oh, okay. That's why we call it Tattletales, folks. You learn something every day. Let's bring Babs on. Babs, what will it be now? The two motels are identical, both elegant. The price is the same. However, one is quiet, and the other has the mirrored ceilings and the water beds. Which one will you stay at?
William and I have been married for 14 years, and I knew him for a few years before that. And when you've been married that long, your life could use a little something new, I would suppose, and we'd have to go for the water bed.
That's it!
Wouldn't fail me.
I didn't. I think the banana section was a little worried there for a moment. But you got it, Babs. Tom, what will Gene say?
Well, first of all, Bert.
Yes.
I'm only capable of doing one thing at a time. I can't work and watch at the same time. And secondly, my wife can't swim. So we would take the quiet conservative.
I understand, yes. I understand. That's the first time I've ever heard it referred to as work, but whatever you say. You'll say the quiet and conservative one. Let's see what Jeannie says. Here she comes. Jeannie, you're on an automobile trip. The two motels are there. They're both elegant. One is quiet and conservative. The other has water beds and mirrored ceilings and so forth. Which one will you stay at, you and Tom?
The quiet and the conservative.
That's it. You got it, my dear. Absolutely right. You're all right. We split it three ways, and we will return shortly and split a lot more. Come on back. Just start. Who's back? Hello there. Question number 2 coming up, and this is it. If you're ready, ladies, we have a three-way tie. This question's worth $150 to your rooting sections. Ladies, recently a reporter made news by analyzing Henry Kissinger's garbage and trash for clues to his character. That's true, that did happen. If this reporter analyzed a week's worth of your trash, what's the most interesting thing he would learn about you and your husband? Recently, a reporter made news by analyzing Henry Kissinger's garbage and trash for clues to his character. If this reporter analyzed a week's worth of your trash, what's the most interesting thing he would learn about you and your husband? It's kind of a tough question, but think about it a moment, and maybe you can work something out. Off you go, ladies. We'll start with you, Willie. What would this guy, what would be something maybe that he would learn from going through your garbage and your trash?
Oh, my wife is a great handicapper, and I'm a lousy one, probably.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Really? How would he find that out, I wonder? You mean the circles in the newspaper on the race?
She looks at the form, the racing form.
Racing
paper,
form?
She does a much better job than I do.
She's a better handicapper than you are?
In fact, when she goes to the races, she asks me who I like, and then she says I can eliminate those and go do my handicapping.
Isn't that incredible? I mean, I would think you would be the best handicapper in the world.
I think the more you know, the less you know, really.
Really? Wow, okay. Well, we'll call Babs for our tips then. Sorry about. You'll say that he would find out that she's a better race handicapper than you. Okay, here she comes. I'll make a side bet on this one. Babs, what would this reporter learn? What would be the most interesting thing he would learn about you and Willie by going through your trash and your garbage, do you think?
Oh, we're gonna miss this.
It's hard.
Yeah, it really is tough. Dull. I think that he would probably, God, he'd have to be awfully eager. I mean, the trash masher does its work.
Yeah.
He would probably think he was looking through the trash at a hotel. We feed a lot of people.
No, that's not what Willie said. Hard question. You know what he did say?
I have no idea.
He did say, well, he said that he would probably find out that you were a better handicapper than Willie is.
Well, how would I ever say that?
Well,
But it's true.
is it true?
Yeah.
But it's true.
He knows too much.
Thank you, darling. Tom, what will Jeannie say?
Oh, boy, this is a tough one. The only two things that I can think of, and I guess they're somewhat combined, is that, A, we use an awful lot of garbage bags in our garbage cans.
Yeah.
So about the only thing I think that they would find is that we're terribly neat at putting our garbage in our garbage can.
Yes.
Because we hate garbage.
I understand that. What, do you wrap each orange peel individually, or?
Not quite that bad.
But almost, eh? Okay, he would discover that you are extremely neat about the way you keep your garbage. Okay. She gets this. Any side bets, Willie? Let's ask Babs. She's the best handicapper. Here comes Jean now.
You're on your own, dear.
Jean, if this reporter analyzed a week's worth of your trash, what's the most interesting thing that he would learn about you and Tom, do you think?
The only thing I could think of was that we use a lot of Kleenex and paper towels.
Well, that's... What do you think? No? Ira says no. Kleenex and paper towels are
I'm
not
proud
the
of you
same
anyway.
as neat garbage. No, because you got to wrap those Kleenex and paper towels in something. Tom said that you had neat garbage, that you were very neat. You used a lot of garbage bags. It's hard to blow your nose with a garbage bag, gang. I'm sorry. I think Ira was right not to allow that, but that's awfully difficult. No one's gotten it right. Font, what will Bernadette say?
Oh, Bert, that's a cute question. Normally during the week, our schedule is so tight that a lot of times we don't really have time to sit down and prepare a full meal. So often we eat fruit, and we eat a lot of fruit. And sometimes the pot pie dinners. So
Yes.
I'm thinking more than the pot pie, they would find that we eat a lot of fruit.
What are they going to find if you eat a lot of
You
fruit?
know, apple cores.
Cores and seeds and things.
Yeah, that type of
He
thing.
would discover that you eat a lot of fruit.
He would be a very busy person to want to know that, too.
I think you're probably be the busy people if I think about it. Okay. Let's bring on Bernadette, see what she says. Shh. Bernadette, this reporter is going to analyze a week's worth of your trash. What's the most interesting thing he would learn about you and Font, do you think?
Oh, this is hard. Trash.
And or garbage, you know.
Yeah, garbage. That we're busy?
That you're busy. No, that's not what Font said.
Don't worry about it.
But that was close, wasn't it?
What did you say?
It was very close. Tell her what you said, Font.
I said that we had a lot of fruit, you know, peelings, the evidence of the fact that we eat a lot of fruit.
Eat a lot of fruit. But don't feel bad, Bernadette. Nobody got it
Yeah,
right.
you shot your best shot.
Which means that the $150 for this question goes over to our next question, making it worth $300. And we'll come back after halftime and play for that, fellas. Step to the rear. We'll bring the ladies out front. We'll come back with the second half. Going to be a lot of money swinging today. Come on back. After halftime, I have three lovely ladies with me, and they're ready to play the second half. And fellas, if you're ready, we have a three-way tie. This question, because no one got the second question right, is now worth $300. A lot of money on this one. Men, would you say your wife looks sexier in her bathing suit or in her birthday suit? Simple choice. Would you say your wife looks sexier in her bathing suit or in her birthday suit? It's not a frivolous question. It's a good question. There's a point there. Think about it. And we'll be back in a minute. Okay, we'll start with you, Jeannie. What will Tom say?
In my birthday suit.
Really? Is that what he's going to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I haven't gone swimming.
Oh, I was just going to say prove it, but I didn't want to say that. He'll say in your birthday suit.
Yeah.
Let's see what he says. Here he comes now. Tom, would you say that Ginny looks sexy in her bathing suit or in her birthday suit?
Well, it's pretty close, but I'm going to take a shot at it and say bathing suit.
No, that's not what you said. It's okay. It's perfectly all right. How you getting home tonight, Tom?
Swimming.
You're doing swimmingly well, sir. Thank you. Bernadette, what will Fawn say?
Oh, I think he'd say a bathing suit.
Think so, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Why? Because he thinks that a woman is more sexy with something on than off.
A little something.
A little something.
Yeah, just a little something. Okay. Let's bring him on, see what he says. Steady, fellas, steady. Here we go. Fawn, what do you think? Do you think that Bernadette looks sexy in her bathing suit or in her birthday suit?
Wow. Birthday suit.
No. That's not what Bernadette said. Isn't that interesting? See, it's switched both
Fawn.
ways.
Fawn,
hey,
I want to
see-
tell him.
You want to tell him? Tell him.
Yeah.
Fawn, I
Right.
thought you said that a woman looks, more sexy
I
when she
did.
has something on.
I
A
did.
little
I was
something.
talking about a woman. I wasn't talking about my woman.
Sorry about that, Fawn.
I'm sorry, man.
Hey, Babs, you got a chance to get the whole thing here for the bananas. That's $300 too. A lot of money on this one.
Well, what do you think? Yeah, I think William is kind of conservative, and I think he'll say bathing suit.
Bathing suit,
Yeah,
huh?
I think so.
Think so.
But there's
okay.
not much to my
That's-
bathing suits.
Oh, really? Oh, certainly glad to hear that. Conservative, eh? That's what is known as betting across the board. Let's bring Willie in here. Here he comes. Shh. Willie, no one's gotten the question right. There's $300 riding on this one. Would you say your wife looks sexy in her bathing suit or in her birthday suit?
Well, I think she looks sexy in both of them, but now I've got a 50-50 chance.
That's
so
right.
Let me see here.
So, you know the odds.
My own feeling about it, I think she looks sexier in her birthday suit.
No! That's not what she said. Wow! Guess what happens now? Hey, wait a minute. You know something? This has never happened in the history of our show because now we got $300 from this question, goes over to our next question, which is always worth $300. It's worth $600, the next question. And we'll come back in a moment and play that question. Wow! Hang on. Don't go away. You know, we've done 438 shows. We have never had a question worth $600 before. This one is. Fellas, here we go. We have a three-way tie. When you met, who fell in love? I swear it's the way it's printed on the card. F-E-E-L. Who fell in love, I'm sure is what we mean. Who fell in love first, you or your wife? When you first met, who fell in love first, you or your wife? Good question. Think it over. Here we come. And we'll go right down the line. Bernadette?
Uh-oh.
For 600 big ones.
I fell in love first.
You fell in love first.
I did.
Okay, let's see what Font says. Here he comes. Shh, not a sound. Font, when you met Bernadette, who fell in love first?
This is $600, right?
That's right.
Well, in that case, she did.
Hands up! You got it. Okay.
How am I doing, man?
You got to share the 600. Who knows how much you'll have of it. Babs, what will Willie say?
Well, we really fell in love with each other simultaneously.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
you had to make a choice,
I know that makes it tough. So I think William I think he'll say he did, but I may be wrong. I think he'll say he did, but I really did.
all right. Oh, well.
Yeah, but he did.
But you're going to
Yeah,
say...
he's going to say he did.
He's going to say he did. All right, here he comes. Shh, not a sound, gang. Willie, when you first met Babs, who fell in love first?
That's easy, Babs.
No! Isn't that wild? She said she really did, but she thought you were going to say you did.
She knows she did.
That's right, she did. She said she did. Sorry about that, Willie. Well, this will decide it, Jeannie. What's Tom going to say? Here we go.
He did.
You're going to say he did. The red section saying no. You'll say, Tom will say he fell in love first. Let's bring him on. Shh, not a sound. Tom, this will decide it. Here we go. Who fell in love first, you or Jeannie?
I did.
That's it! You got it. Jeannie, Tom, Bern Nadette and Font, they split the $600. And the game is over. We have a tie. Woo! All right, that was exciting. Come back in a moment. We'll let you know how much they won. Wow, too much. We had a tie. A big question worth $600. Bernadette and Font and Gene and Tom had $350. We had $1,000. Their rooting sections will divide $1,700. All right. Thank you all. You were absolutely splendid. Thank you for coming. Good luck with happy days, and good luck with good times.
Thank
and
you.
Good luck on the track, Willie. And thank you all for tuning us in. Bert Convy saying so long. See you next time on Tattletales. Bye, everybody.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Give and Take next over most of the CBS stations.